Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're breaking down exactly how you can turn your personal knowledge into a profitable online business.
Now, seriously, just pause and think about that for a second. All those skills you've spent years developing, that expertise you have right now, what if you could package all of that up and turn it into your biggest source of income and impact? It's a powerful idea, right? Well, the thing is, that's not just some hypothetical question. It's already the reality for millions of people. And in this guide, we're going to show you how to make it your reality too. So let's start with the big picture. Okay, first things first, let's define the world we're actually stepping into here. Because this isn't just about, selling stuff online. It's about taking your expertise and monetizing it in a really specific and very modern way. So, what exactly is the knowledge economy? Well, think of it like this. It's a whole new world where you stop trading your time for money. You know, that old 1 hour of work for 1 hour of pay model? That's out. Instead, you create a digital product, say an online course, that can teach literally thousands of people, even while you sleep. That right there is the incredible power of scale. And you better believe this industry is moving fast. I mean, we're seeing AI create totally custom learning paths for every single student. We're seeing the rise of these micro-credentials, which are basically a way to prove you have a specific skill without needing a whole degree. And there's this huge demand for learning together in groups or cohorts. And stick around because we're going to see why that last one is so powerful in just a minute.
Okay, so if you want to build a business here, you've got to have a solid foundation, and it all rests on three absolutely essential pillars. Let's break them down.
So pillar number one is creation. This is all about the what and the where of your teaching. It's the platform you're going to use to actually build your course, upload your videos, and share all your materials with your students.
Next up, we've got management. And you can really think of this as your business's central nervous system. It's the software that handles everything behind the scenes, your client relationships, your scheduling, and, this is crucial, the tools you use to build a really interactive and engaged community.
And finally, the third pillar, monetization. The fun part, right? This is how you get paid. We're talking about the tools that automatically send out your marketing emails, that guide potential customers through a sales funnel, from just being interested all the way to buying, and of course, the systems that handle all the payments for your courses or memberships. Okay, so that's the theory. We've covered the what. Now let's get into the how. This is the practical part. Here is a clear 4-step plan to take you from just an idea floating around in your head to a real, profitable digital offer. And it's a pretty straightforward path. Step 1, you make sure people will actually pay for what you want to teach. Super important. Step 2, you choose the right tech. Step 3, you map out that whole customer journey from a total stranger to a super happy client. And step 4, you structure your offer in a way that guarantees results. Now that second step, choose your platform, that's a big one. It's a critical decision. Are you going to go with a marketplace like Udemy? Sure, you'll get some traffic right away, but they take a huge cut of your money and you never really own your audience. Or do you build on your own hosted platform? With that, you get total control, you keep all the revenue, but you have to do all your own marketing. It really comes down to one question. Are you playing a short game for some quick exposure, or are you in this for the long game to build a real sustainable brand? All right, let's jump ahead to step 4 for a second. Structure for results. Because how you put your offer together has a massive, massive impact. And it all boils down to this one number, over 70%. Any guesses what that could be? Because believe me, this is a total game changer.
And this visual just says it all. The average completion rate for one of those typical do-it-yourself online courses, it's a dismal 14%. Yeah, not great. But just look what happens when you add coaching and a community into the mix. That rate skyrockets to over 70%. That's 5 times higher. This just proves it. Connection and accountability are what actually deliver real transformation for your students. It's not just about the information.
All right, let's get to the question that I know is on everyone's mind, the money. What kind of revenue is actually realistic in the knowledge economy? Let's take a look. Okay, let's start with a really realistic first-year goal. For a brand new creator, maybe you're launching your first mini course, pricing it under $100, earning $15,000 is a totally achievable target. Think of this as your proof of concept, proving that this whole thing works.
And from there, the growth curve can get pretty steep.
Once you've proven your idea works and you're ready to launch a bigger, more comprehensive flagship course, well, breaking that six-figure mark becomes a very real possibility for a lot of solopreneurs. This is the point where you go from a side hustle to a serious business.
And then there's the top end. For those established experts, the ones offering high-touch coaching or exclusive small group masterminds, the potential can soar past $500,000 a year. This is the level where you're not just selling information anymore, you're selling transformation. So let's see exactly how these different levels break down.
This table really lays it all out nice and clear. You've got the new creator, right? They might sell a low-price mini course, focus on getting a lot of customers, and earn up to 15 grand. Then you have the solopreneur, who's got an audience, maybe an email list. They can launch a bigger flagship course and aim for that 100K mark. The high-ticket expert, they're offering personalized masterminds, so they can charge much higher prices for very specific results. And then you see the business coach, selling these big transformation packages. They can easily clear six figures and beyond. You see, every level has a different strategy, from playing the volume game to focusing on high-value personal connection.
So, there you have it. We've walked through the what, the how, and the why. You've seen the blueprint, you've seen the potential, and now it really all comes down to one final thing.
Because this is the ultimate goal, isn't it? To take that expertise that is uniquely yours, the stuff only you know, and turn it into something that doesn't just generate income, but actually makes a real impact on people's lives. It becomes an asset that works for you. Which leaves us with the final and honestly, the most important question of all. It's the one that only you can answer. When you look at everything you know, everything you've experienced, what's your digital asset going to be?